I'm sitting here thinking about something, and I feel like, these days, especially in the last few years, marriage is not really what it used to be. Marriage is not like, oh, we should get married because we are deeply in love with each other. We want to spend the rest of our lives with each other. We want to honor one another. We want to dedicate ourselves to one another. We want to show up the right way in the eyes of the Lord, okay? That's not happening these days anymore. What's happening these days is that people are getting married for the look. They're getting married for the resources, the money, the taxes, the stability, um, somebody to procreate with, and to not have it look so ratchet by, they basically rather get married these days for all the wrong reasons than to potentially be like a single mother or be childless, you know. And I just disagree with that shit. I'm not. Marriage is such a big fucking thing. The two biggest things in your life that will happen if you allow it, if you want it, is marriage and having children. And, the thing with marriage is that, well, the thing with children is that you can't get rid of them. Once you bring them here, you can't get rid of them. Hopefully they'll be burying you when it's your time, and life will go on. You will be hopefully a great parent. But marriage is different because there's paperwork. There's documents, there's agreements. You're also going before God to marry your partner. And like, it's just so much, I believe, that truly goes into marriage. Um, and me personally, if I ever get to that point in my life where I can experience marriage with someone that feels the same way as me about it, I know that we will be deeply in love. We will love the fuck out of each other, and not no shallow and mediocre surface level shit. I'm a very deep person. So anything that I do is pretty deep. So it's pretty deep. It's pretty it's good as fuck. Like, it's just the best. Like, I'm just the best. So, that's just me. So, like, I don't fuck around with that. Like, I remember when I was younger, and I remember, like, a lot of people where I'm from were like getting married to help somebody get their green card so they can get like 10K. And I've always just had a logical mindset. Like, I don't really think with my emotions. When it comes to like situations that are like outside of myself, I don't think emotionally. But if it's something that, I don't know how to explain it. I can think emotionally sometimes, but I quickly snap out of it because I like to think logically. Um, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Like, I I don't know. Is that a good or a bad? I don't fucking know. But most of the time, I think very logically. I'm a Libra. I think very fucking logically. It's very rare that my feelings are involved. But when they are involved, oh yes, I'm very emotional. Okay, I'm a woman. I'm a girl. Okay, hello. But so I'm just saying, y'all. Like, back in the Disney, like, I like, people around me were literally doing some crazy ass shit for money. Like, oh, like crazy shit, like shit like that is crazy as hell to me. I would not do no shit like that. When it comes to my name, and you got to sign on the dotted line, and this is some real documented legit shit, like paperwork is involved. No. um I was like, they were like, oh You should do it. You can get, some quick money, da 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 da, and don't worry. Like after you get the money, you can just divorce them. I'm listening to all this, right? They trying to convince me to do this, and I'm like, that sounds illegal. And I'm not a jailbird. I've never been to fucking jail, and I don't want to. So I don't commit crimes, But yeah, I was just like, nah, like I'm good. Like, I know I'm gonna get married. This was me back in the Disney, y'all, like a teenager. I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm good. Like, I know I'm gonna get married one day. Like, I don't want to be attached to somebody that I don't even know just for money. Like that, the entire situation just sounds crazy as fuck. So, needless to say, I didn't do it because I'm smart as fuck. But I say all that to say, y'all, like marriage is so fucking, it's serious to me. It's very serious to me. You will be connected to someone. You will live with someone. You will have to check in with someone. You have to please someone. You have to be there for them. You have to console them. You have to encourage. Like, it's so much. You have to be there, And then you never know what life is going to throw at you, right? So you have to, because you're legally binded, you have to be there. This is for the people that have done marriage for every other reason except love. Like, you don't understand, but like, y'all don't truly love each other. Like, you don't truly love the person that you're with. And then shit will hit the fan in life, because that's just how life is. Things will happen in your life and you will have to stand the fuck up. So if you're married to someone that you don't really like or love, but it was more of like a business situationship, well, life is gonna happen. If y'all are not divorced by then, life is gonna happen, and you're going to have to show up for someone that you don't really like or love, all in the name of resources and money and image. So you don't really like his ass, but let's say he had a stroke, God forbid, right? Let's say he had a stroke, your husband that you don't love or like. Let's say he had a stroke. Obviously, they have to call the wife. You're the wife, so they have to call you up and on it, hey, Mrs. Johnson, your husband, and here you go. Oh, fuck, like I gotta be here for this man. I don't even fuck with this man for real like that, Like, I didn't know it was gonna be all that. So here you go. You gotta pull up. You gotta put on a good face and be there for your husband that you really don't give a fuck about, and because this was all a business for you. Yeah, like a lot of y'all do that. I don't have. Now let me tell you something. Now I got a lot of fucking balls. I got a lot of balls. Okay, but playing around with marriage, no, that's something that I just couldn't do. I couldn't do that, ever in my life. I won't do that. Marriage to me is so sacred. Like, it's so beautiful. It's so in sync. It's so divine. It's so, oh my God. Marriage to me is beautiful, when it's done the right way. So if you haven't figured this out already, no, I haven't been married in my life at all. But I do want to experience once in my life, but it has to be real. It has to be sacred, divine, and trusting and loyal, and it has to be all good things. And no, marriage is not all good, just like relationships are not all good. You will go through situations. Yes, I know that. But I'm not the person, and I won't ever be the type of person to just get married for a look or for money or for research. That makes no sense to me. Some of y'all are married out there for every reason except love. Oh, we should get married so we can pay less taxes. Oh, we should get married so we can get a down payment on a house. Oh, we should get married so I'm not a baby mama or I'm not a baby zaddy. Like, but y'all don't even fuck with each other like that. Y'all do not fuck with each other like that. So y'all made such this big ass jump and changed y'all lives drastically to fuck around with Marriage?